I mean, Brock and Kiko are doing a Goliath task at the moment with the numbers that they're putting up. At the moment with the numbers that they're putting up.
Valorant Ewc.
Here.
Brock is outrageous, man. He's so clean.
Bro.
That shot, not quite able to connect, and that's going to be a quick pause on that Hunter's Fury. One of them trying to get that off, escorted forward onto a deeper line. Shockdart's now going to be layered in, but Mana off screen. Now gets himself a second. Loida dead as well at the doors. This timeout, maybe not going to be bearing fruit for BBL. 3v4. Still no safety to try to go for the spike plan. In fact, it's going to be the Hunter's Fury out first. The Lover's Rock going to be caught. Ethan there at the bridge, able to find that elimination. And now you've got an ult expended to no avail. Rose ushered out into the open, able to find one, but needs so much more. The blind there gets the kill.
Nice one, bro.
NRG hit double digits.
And so much is expended here from BBL. That felt like desperation. Using the Hunter's Fury there. And a lot of players, I think, just kind of losing track of the situation. Mana gets the kill on the Krevin, and then Loida just walks right back into it. And then you got the player behind Orange in Lover's Rock trying to create a little bit of space. Like keeping track of the fact that there's probably a player coming through the door. Manas could be up there, and then Ethan's the one who gets the kill swinging the other way. It's all madness.
Give themselves tinnitus when they're shooting those corpses. Ever since that moment, it's starting to spiral out of control.
Yeah, that sometimes
don't
want to make your opponents angry. Some players, they thrive on that.
Plenty have learned the hard way.
Trying to bait out some reactions with some footsteps, but
NRG कहीं ना कहीं रीड है
भाई कि
B पे push होगा.
Knife. I don't know if that catches anybody. I don't think it did.
It does, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they were still playing within it. Fragment at the ready, looking for this mid split.
Bye.
Brock is the swing to come through and look at
Brock की अच्छी position थी मैं पता था.
Clean shot from Larock. Now the overdrive going to be in play. Krevin is able to find Ethan as well. And is this how you rally back in a thrifty? Scuba wants to say no. Quickly getting overwhelmed. Yep, draft over the top and just too many targets. In the corner though, and Mana. Quick to scope in, quick to find that elimination, interrupting the play at the spike now. Having to be recollected as Kiko slides along the half wall, but doesn't get a glimpse. The smoke on one side, of Poison Orb on the other. Poison flying. Larock's still out into the open, and Mana, again, fast on that draw, gets himself the third. Krevin dead, and now Loida. Try to clutch this out as the reckoning goes over. He will be able to dodge past it. Skirting around the pillar, but Kiko about to be on the angle now. Has it confirmed, but Loida snaps on for the first. 8 bullets remaining. Mana trying to get the defuse up the half. The retap, he's gonna stick it. He's just gonna stick it!
Bro. No way.
The kill, but also finds despair and disappointment.
No COVID incident this time. Well, in a way, but not the way you normally think. And Mata here again. Disgusting. There's a lot of confusion, a lot of chaos after he gets that kill in the window. A lot of scramble from BBL to try to reassess the situation. What a recovery there.
He's a playground bully. He's bigger than all of them. He just kicked sand in his face and said, I'm taking your lunch money.
Rock now is the op. There's a pit right outside of A, so thwarting any ability to take space on that side. Wow.
Nice shot, Rock.
Nice read. That's a great start. We saw a good start in the previous round and couldn't convert. Rock. Don't give up the pit.
Ethan, similarly, okay, he's ready for the one-shot, ready for the overwhelm. Now, BBL still in with that player advantage. Shockdart not going to be able to find too much on the Lover's Rock. He's tagged at 85. Still with shielding behind the Scuba. keeping it quiet, but there's the reveal. Oh, he hinged forward, I think just a little bit too much. Gave it the angle.
Good stroke.
And maybe just gave up the round. 2v4, how much do they want to try to play this one out?
Chat.
No, the BBL, they have money behind this.
Block ko dekho
There's a
bhai.
couple people who are dangerously close to having some heavily impactful ultimates.
Bhai,
On that
Rose ko
swing, I
pata
think you
tha.
have to try to abandon it, but now if you're Mana, you're trapped. You're completely stuck here on the site. To fight your way out, you can't. When it finds the kill, and BBL find another round win.
A little trickery attempted by NRG this time. Dropping the pit to try to tee up Ethan. Able to get the one before he feels like he has to try to escape. They're able to take a wide enough angle off of that fragment. Deal with him. From there. Holding it through. Some hope here for BBL. They've got to go streaking. No other choice at this point. We've got Yop, the Blade Storm for Kiko. Ethan just a Bulldog, but has the no command. So any hit you make, you know, it has to be that initial util dump. Maybe gonna wait out the second knife, or the first knife, excuse me, of Ethan. He hasn't used it yet. I think that's maybe what BBL is looking for, but again, being impatient. So there will be some identification, I think, of all three. And oh God.
Nasty headshot found. Thought for a second he's going to have a collapse. Lover's Rock trying to find that same success. Meanwhile, over towards B. He's begging the Brock to go on that peak. The Rock, though, going to be looking for a little bit more. Ethan just here around the corner. Backpedals away for a brief little moment. Meanwhile, Kraven able to find Mata. Turns back, found him in mid. Drives pop, the spike still left on the floor. The Rock very much alone for the moment. And there's the pickup. But there goes the rest of the team. Kraven on forward is able to try to break open the B side, but these footsteps are going to be heard, and Scuba exactly where he needs to be. The spike gone right as the pit gets invested. He's snake bitten away from it. Borderline has to disrespect this. Clears the corner just long enough to be able to find it. Can he get to safety? Back sight not within the pit. Trying to find a spot. He will be displaced. Kiko cleans up the kill, and NRG march up to a 12th round win. Map point now in their hands.
It's that the knife timing from Ethan again gives them so much awareness on when this hit is going to be attempted. Kiko up high on the box, gets the opener, and then they're just outmaneuvering them every step of the way. You have 3 rounds in a row as BBL.
This team ko support karna
Has to
hai.
be the streak
Always
on your map pick. They're being a little proactive, looking to sniff out NRG, but NRG waited. Now they're trying to refill some of that position. Mata tucked in again behind pillar in mid. Looking for that same spot that he got that punish on earlier.
Gets that knife out just in time to prevent the drone from spawning. Kiko boosted up here on top of the bricks. Strike ready to come through. His tailwind not popped. Dash over into the corner now. Tailwind back. Kiko able to play evasively, but Ethan gets overwhelmed as Lover's Rock. Lover's Rock comes away with that elimination. Kiko getting a little bit of revenge here for his fallen IGL, and now finding a little bit more on top. Loita dead. Kraven trying to hold his own in mid. The spike does get planted on the A site. The Rock, however, scaling back into mid, is able to find him. Brings it into a 2v2. Double approach from bridge side. Scuba and Kiko to try to push this over the line to take us to
I
Lotus.
think हम लोग कैमरे का साइज थोड़ा बड़ा करना चाहिए.
Match point.
Top of the brakes. Rose still 2 shocks. The recon available. Nothing on the side of NRG. The Rock, he's caught a glimpse. He's caught a headshot. Kiko now dead, and Scuba overwhelmed. The map not over yet. BBL, they get up to 10
Nice
and they
comeback,
need
nice
2
comeback.
more to send this to
हमने पहुंचे
overtime.
हैं chat.
Still feels really precarious. I mean, again, the knife catches so many players, and they take a shorter pause. They're at least able to get Kiko off the top of the close box this time. And Kraven able to hold them off. on those rotations through mid, bought a little bit of time. And that's exactly what BBL needed there. 2 more. I think we have another timeout. This time, I believe NRG.
We'll be calling it. Try to just secure this final round. Move over to low to start focusing on the future. So we'll get that chance for BBL to try to assess, come up with a solid plan to keep this streak going.
I mean, it's kind of tough because B has been an absolute nightmare for BBL. So you just kind of have a couple rounds that you have some A executes or splits and things like that. Love to see a fake over towards B. Maybe throw Rose and Krevin over there. Allow NRG to think that you're going to be heading that direction. But again, I imagine A is kind of going to be the landing spot.
It's another one of these rounds that you'd hate to give up the map over on. As a half purchase here for NRG. 2 rifles behind this, 2 sheriffs and a bandit. BBL silently scaling their way forward onto the A side. The tailwind going to be expired. Spotted on one. Brock able to tuck back around the corner. The peak going to be coming through the drop down, and LaRock able to find the one, scooping out and trying to hold the line. One of the 2 rifles still in hand here. Needs to not get overwhelmed. He will be able to find a Rose, but the cleanup from BBL is looking swift and just. Kiko now.
Spike planted.
A 1v3 to stop this from being a 1 away from overtime. To just seal the deal on it. Outbursts, a gun barrel. I do believe spotted. There's the swing, and now they have confirmation.
Not possible, not possible.
He's reading these players' positions decently well, but I just don't think there's anything that he can do about it. Economy still quite weak here, and Krevin, the counter spam, is following those tracers. He's going to be able to find him.
Hello? What the fuck is this fight? 12
far from out of the woods.
And the other thing you're going to have to worry about here is BBL. The Hunter's Fury from Brock is going to be online. And you know that they love to look for those early picks off of some util. We've already seen them go forward in mid.
My bad.
That's something you have to be very, very cautious about as BBL. You have to assume the timeout. Also, talking about this round a bit, this is exactly what I want to see. The B fake.
The noise being made, Lover's Rock taking that space. Fragment at the ready, the foot gonna be spotted there by Ethan. Swings in, wants to maybe try to clear this one out. Repop on that flash, and LaRock has him outdone.
Spike down A.
Maybe found it blind, maybe just turned away from it. Either way, there's a catastrophic failure at the start of this round for NRG. Finding forward and now try to push us into OT.
This is great stuff from BBL. They're working the map a lot more. This is much more thoughtful. They still have to convert, though. And NRG starting to get a sense that maybe they are going to end up B after all. The bulk of their forces because of Mata's position at A main.
Gets rid of the drone. Scoop up for now, unscouted. Has to be a suspicion, but Lover's Rock just takes that fight right to Kiko.
Rock heavy.
Scuba can only get the
Rock heavy, yeah. Rock heavy.
And it is just Mata standing.
Spike planted.
1 kill to get the reckoning.
Possible.
4 necessary to get this map done and dusted.
Spike planted.
The wall will go up, but Mata will fall. The backstab there. LaRock ready.
Rock knife. Rock knife. Knife. Oh, wait.
Denied. Might not be able to find what he wanted, but they get the scoreline they desperately needed. 12 to 12.
Oh boy.
This goes to overtime.
Oh man.
What
a series and what a comeback here at the very last moment. 3 rounds in a row is what it took for BBL. And it looked a little shaky, but the timeout really worked a treat, and I absolutely love, again, what the coaches got into the heads of these players. But you still have work to do. Still have to win 2 in a row. We'll have to wait and see what this is going to look like, but there's a BBL contingent that has been going absolutely nuts on that half of the stage. They like what they're seeing. This time, I think NRG going to be pretty quiet. Just seeing Lovers Rock there at the front of A main doesn't tell you a ton.
That does.
Yeah, that it does.
Quick spot into the kill. A little bit of a double take from Scuba to see if he can find maybe a little bit more. Meanwhile, Tailwind forward going to be punished as Krevin's able to find that kill, but Ethan on the counter spam takes down the enemy Viper. Player advantage here for NRG.
Oh boy.
To the clear on the drone.
1 enemy remaining.
Thrown out
Spike
Rose.
down A.
Slotting forward, looking for the timing, looking for the transfer, but Mana a little bit faster on that draw.
Last round before the switch.
Still in with a 3v2. Loita, Scuba catching a glimpse of each other. And the Spike silently being ushered back out through cannons, leaving Scuba on an island. See if he could sink or swim in this. Any kill he gets is going to be value. Any time he buys is going to be value.
भाई वो लोग A जा रहे हैं।
BBL are none the
वो भाई
wiser to
B
his
पे है,
presence.
उनको इन्फॉर्मेशन दे रहा है।
Oh, they're trying to figure out where he went.
Oh, he saw a little bit.
30 seconds left.
I mean, he's just keeping them completely contained. Swing in the corner, Scuba able to find Lover's Rock. Spike in the meanwhile being planted on A. And this has been brilliant from Scuba.
1 enemy remaining.
It does manage to break away. 1 smoke available, nothing more. And the clutch from here. Absolutely back-breaking for NRG. I don't think there would be a recovery. They're nearly lined up for him. Finds the first. Turns back. A sound made by Brock. Has to find clear him out.
Bro.
And he has!
Oh my god, भाई.
Spotted. Looked knows that he's in position, but it's not going to be planted for him. He
1v4 नहीं हो पाएगा, नहीं हो पाएगा.
Bro. Gets it done.
भाई अच्छा खेला भाई, अच्छा खेला.
So impressive the way that Scuba navigates that round. Loita still also had a great call of his own to push A main there. But Scuba just absolutely tore them apart with the way he was moving around his smokes. He was anticipating that they were going to try to check him over the wall, so he was ducking in and out to keep them guessing. And they never found him until it was too late. And it's so close. I mean, Loita wanted to get that to half so bad before he pulled off, and Scuba knew it. Right there on top of it.
Timeout call now. NRG looking to bring this map to its end. BBL trying to find that reset. Did well to get to this point in the first place. Can they go a little bit deeper to extend this overtime?
BBL are no strangers to overtimes here at EWC. They've been involved in a couple. So definitely have that experience under their belts, but NRG has plenty of their own. So let's see what the coach of BBL
1 enemy remaining.
got into the players' minds for
क्या
this
क्या लगता है
round.
मैच जीतेगी ये वाला राउंड?
Just a simple A split, kind of what it's looking like, but you got to make sure you clear that
एनर्जी से
top mid
डिफेंड नहीं
area.
हो पा रही थी.
Couple players up there.
जहाँ तक मैंने देखा है यहाँ तक
Very scary.
अटैक करी है मैंने.
There you are.
Yeah, I was gonna say if anything gets a reveal here, somebody's dead.
Kiko alone, forward,
Nice shot.
still able to find one. Gets the
Nice one,
headshot
bro,
double
bro,
rocket,
bro.
striking from behind. A well-sprung trap here by NRG. As Rose trying to fight back can only find the one, and now it is all on Krevin. The spot out, the tuck back, the spike still on the floor. Surely this is it. Surely this is map 3. Completely surrounded, trapped in place. No other hope, no other recourse. And NRG ensuring that they do not give him any 1v1s, that they do not give him any opportunity to even get that ball rolling. Similar to Lloyd, Kreven knows that he has to fight for it if he wants to have any chance in this, but there's a high-low setup, and Ethan will take it down. 14-12. Another 4th game. We are going the distance. That final spot in the grand final versus 100 Thieves is going to be settled on Lotus.
So hotly contested, NRG doesn't falter after a devastating map 1. And it takes overtime, but they get there. Only one more map to find out who's going to be joining 100 Thieves in that grand finals tomorrow. What a series, what a map. The comebacks all over the place, the individual plays, absolutely ridiculous. It's NRG, who I think strategically just a little bit more in the tank in the long run, have given themselves another chance, another hope.
Well, plenty to talk about in that massive 26-round map of 3, so let's send things back over to Degon and the analyst desk.
Spike down A.
Thank you so much, guys, as it is incredulation here at the Paris Porte de Versailles. It is extra rounds. We go to overtime. NRG looked listless. Kakuka was saying they were unable to get anything going, and they find the form here after a terrible start on the second map. They get the job done.
And what an entertaining map that we just saw, especially in that overtime. That first run was absolutely insane. Looked, I played it beautifully. But yes, kudos to what NRG was able to do. This is the energy that I expect, because if you're to tell me, if you look at the scoreboard, I do not care who had the most kills. I saw them playing as a team. I saw Ethan being an absolute pain in the ass with the K. The time and time again that BBL wanted to go onto the side. Same goes for Mata, playing the harbor amazingly. There were so many pieces of utility that BBL did not have a counter for. They made it
Sorry guys, stop a minute.
so easy for NRG to win in the second half.
I mean, I feel like it's a map that the macro, they just understand it. They understand that harbor and they know how to make it work. And to add onto that, I feel like we spoke about their composure. We spoke about their ability to lift trophies. We know they have it back against the wall. That's when they start to play their best. That's when the heroes start to show on this squad and they dig themselves out of that hole.
Yeah, well, the hole started at 6-2 and it required one player to continue plowing forward. And it was Kiko on the jet, just making play after play, despite the fact that it felt like no one else was doing anything on NRG in those first 8 rounds.
Yeah, that's exactly it. We saw the scoreboard even out as the game went on. I felt like the rest of NRG got themselves into it, but they needed every single round that they managed to steal away on this first half, and it was Keiko doing a lot of that. We also saw a big step up from Brock there as well. At times, this kind of like 2v2 for a lot of the game.
Yeah, absolutely. Brock also in the second pistol. I think he had a 4K. Look at how many of these replays you see Brock's recon and then Kiko following up to them. Look at the amount of assists and how incredibly well they're mix and matching. You see the Ethan, the knife. There was a lot of kills across the smokes. It's the year that we live in. We know it's happening. There's nothing we can do about it. But in so many of those things, seriously, this is the energy that I wanted to see in map 1. The ones that they can actually combine, play as a team, and just prove that they really understand macro of this game.
Yeah, and the story of this match was how much better BBL looked at the start of it. I mean, it was aggression. There was a couple of plays where they just used their util mid right away, catch out a couple members of NRG, and then they have the round 1. It was just so fun to watch them and then see NRG regroup and try to figure it out and ultimately able to do so.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like you see the nerves creep in. You feel that, you know, this is a young squad. They're incredibly young. This is their second ever international tournament. And in Santiago, they couldn't make it happen. They weren't that close. And I feel like I'm a little bit worried now that we saw that doubt creep in, that we saw that inability to close the games. We feel that inexperience compared to the wealth of it on the side of NRG. I'm scared for them now. Lotus is a map where
It's a map.
NRG, it is a map. It's a map where NRG have been fantastic.
It is a map.
NRG haven't lost this yet here at EWC, and they're the ones with the momentum.
It's even worse. I think that overall in the entire year, they're in a 12-2 record. And with the composition that they're playing now they've removed the neon, they still have not lost. But something that we also learned about BBL is it does not matter how hard the second loss has been, they always have the capabilities of bouncing back. For the entirety of playoffs now, we are going the distance. And I think that this one is going to deliver as well.
Absolutely. As much as you might be nervous for BBL, remember, in that round 24 that forced us to overtime, LaRock pulled out the knife to try and get it and really shove it down. And even after he got caught, he just started bunny hopping around and eventually gets taken down. But it was this man right here that started the run for NRG. Brock, on the pistol round specifically, Paper Thin called it out. He has been essential for them for staying in it, and then eventually on round 13 wins it with a 4K.
I would not blame anyone for just thinking about the Odin when you see Brock. We saw it on Haven. You will see it in a lot of the maps. But please, if you respect him as a player, watch this game. We've been seeing it. The utility is absolutely perfect. He turned out when his team needed him the most.
I thought he did an excellent job. He kept his team right there in it exactly when they needed it. This man won MVP at Champions here in Paris last year. He's not content with going down without a fight.
All right, well, one map separates both these squads. Who will make it on into the grand final? Joining 100 Thieves, we'll find out after this short break. You're watching EWC 2026.
What's up, everyone? Welcome to the site. Joining me from G2 is Leaf and Trent, where we're going to be playing a game that tests their skills under pressure. We're going to have 45 seconds to do a bunch of different tasks to make sure that they aren't the one stuck doing a task while the timer is going down here. So they got to defuse the spike through these tasks. All right, so the timer is there at 45. Go ahead and pick up your first task.
All right. Draw the spike from memory. All right.
Here he goes.
Hurry up. Yeah, I know. I'm trying. So, like, I could try and make it, like, 3D.
Does it have to be a good drawing?
No.
It's kind of like that. I kind of screwed it up, you know? But that looks
Why are
like
you talking to me, dude? You're on a timer here.
Sorry. I'm really good at arts and crafts, if you can't tell. This is the top of it. It's like a pyramid kind of thing, like a triangle pyramid.
Didn't say it had to be good. What do you got?
Fold a piece of paper into a paper shape and send it across the room.
Come on.
There's the paper.
That's unbelievable.
15 seconds.
Okay. The tech. Oh. Fold. You did some dilly-dallying back in your day.
Hey, that's gotta count. That's gotta count. That's gotta count.
It did kind of fly. But
I didn't give it much power.
I got 2 seconds.
You got 2
left.
seconds.
Shall I grab the next card?
Yeah, absolutely.
Stack 10 coins into a single pile. All right, well, this is gonna be impossible.
And that's
I blew up.
All right.
I'm gonna steal the money now.
You took a long time to draw the spike. You didn't give us much time.
Okay, we'll do best out of 3. So let's reset it to 45 seconds. Score is 1-0 to Trent. You start first.
Okay, I'll go. Roll the measuring tape.
That is a 5-meter measuring tape. You got to have it go all the way out 2 meters without it bending.
What are we at? We at what? 1 meter?
Not quite. Almost there.
200?
2 meters. There you go.
Good?
200. There you go. Hit.
Wow. Very nice.
Boom.
Very nice. Untie and tie your shoelaces.
We brought a shoe for you.
Wow.
Thank you very
How
much.
nicely tied is this, though? Wish me luck, guys.
You got it. 10 seconds.
This is actually just hard.
There's another spike blown up in Leaf's face.
You know, I thought I was going to get a freebie there. I don't know why I'm still untying this. Like, I'm not dead.
Trent, you're first.
All right. Do 10 laps around your opponent.
What does that mean?
It means I gotta run around you.
All right.
All right. Whoa, don't make your arms wide.
Aw, dang it.
1, 7, I'm dizzy.
Get the button.
10! Boom. Wow, good job, bro. How much time did that take?
24 seconds.
What does that equate to? Like a 12-minute mile or something?
I'm dizzy. What does that say?
Unroll the roll of toilet paper. Okay. Well,
Whoa.
Is this cheating? Is this cheating?
Go. Do whatever you need. You can do whatever you want.
Fuck.
Everyone's got different tactics.
And it's cheating if it works.
It's not even crumpled a little bit. I gotta. This is impossible.
Leaf, man.
How do I unroll the whole thing?
And you blew up.
That's it.
And you blew up.
Again.
Look, what are you supposed to do? Can you show the camera? Like, it looks like a dog bit into it.
This is for the next people.
There you go. We know not to send Leaf to the site first here.
Yeah,
Trent is the winner. Thanks, guys, for showing off your skill set here under pressure.
Thank you. I'm clearly choking every time.
We're outside the Lenovo booth, and look what I found. A little bit of reaction testing. Are you ready in chambers? Are you down?
I don't want to do this.
As he takes the jacket off. All right, let me hold this for you.
It's gonna expose me for a lot of things.
Now, you know what you're doing here, right? I've seen race car drivers do this once.
Okay. Surveying the area. Great mic placement right there. Although you're in my way.
No, you're doing great.
Wait, how am I gonna... what am I gonna do?
Oh, he missed one.
No, I need to move back a bit.
All right, you're doing great. You're doing great. Back it up. Oh, out of his reach. Out of his reach. T-Rex arms. T-Rex 0 for 3. 4. They're going to drop. They're going to drop. Which one? Yes, almost. 0 for 5. 6. All right, don't worry, fam. 7. There's 3 left, Ian. There's 3 left. Keep your eyes on 1. Ladies and gentlemen, if you were ever wondering why Ian did not go pro and why he's on the stage with me tonight.
2 for 2.
It's good enough, right?
Play is in our DNA. Whenever we let it out, it becomes our superpower. Now imagine an entire city being built to supercharge it. Kadir City, powered by Play.
It's another shot from Starso. I don't know if he has time for this one though, Kev. It's going to be very close. Oh, that is
Welcome back to the Esports World Cup 2026 Valorant semifinals. It's our second one, but every single match has gone the distance. NRG, after a terrible map 1, a terrible start to map number 2, dig deep, win in overtime, and now force a map number 3 against BBL. The young upstarts that know better except to frag out, and now had to dig deep and try to figure out how to put away the reigning world champions of Valorant.
I feel like NRG have been able to bottle the ability of winning when they shouldn't, winning when all odds are against them. Whenever the chances look the smallest for this NRG squad, that's when they come alive. Yes, the tide was against them. Yes, the crowd was against them, but it hasn't slowed them down one bit. I feel like the Valorant they played map 2 was so much stronger. Can they continue that to map 3? Can they crush the key here of BBL?
And Lotus has been such a significant map for this entire tournament. We've had OTs, crazy diffuses, crazy rounds, clutches. I feel like we have seen it all. And there's not a better place for these two teams to find their way onto the grand final. For Mata, having such an abysmal start of this best of 3, this is where he's had his best performance at EWC this year. Let's see if he can find that form. For the side of BBL, we also have to look at the duelists. We look at Lover's Rock. Impressive on that second map as well, keeping BBL afloat.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like they did an excellent job to stay in this, especially being down such a significant amount of rounds. I think truly they just need that kick. They need that burst of life to know that they're good enough to win these games, and you see it happen. On the flip side for BBL, it's the inverse. I feel like they come out so strong. They come out with all the disrespect in the world to their opponents. But then when the pressure starts to mount, you saw them shrink into themselves. They couldn't carry themselves with the confidence. They couldn't shut out the series. And now we're here on a map 3 where it's hard for me to favor them.
I'd push back just a little bit on that, Big Time, just because I felt it forced NRG to show their world championship form. And maybe it was a step back by BBL, but they are learning on the fly. We are watching this team grow as we get ourselves into Agent Select for that Lotus, a 12-2 map this year for NRG, as you said, Kukuka.
Yeah, absolutely important. As I was highlighting Mata, Ethan as well, I feel like he had a very good map too. I know, and again, do not look at the score, but seriously, the impact that they were finding and the way to tame BBL is something that not many teams in the world have been able to do.
We do have the Agent Select coming in now for NRG. This is a classic. This is staple for them. They love this. This is why they're so good on Lotus. It's natural. Last time these two teams played in Santiago, it went to map 3. NRG got it done 17-15. It can't get any closer between these two squads. Will the same thing come true again today?
The World Championship form has been flashed by NRG, but will they be able to hold on to it against the kids from Turkey? BBL and NRG, for one more time, they go on to the server, and on the call, it is Achilleos and Paper Thin.
A final map to round out the evening. NRG scraping by with the victory on Breeze, 14-12. Now we go over to Lotus. The desk talking about it. Mata's form, when he has looked the best it has been on this map, but I think very much the same could be said and should be said about Larock. The times they've gone to Breeze, I think the Jet has left a bit to be desired compared to his Raze because it's been so damn good.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, that's where naturally you're going to want to be looking in this matchup is those two Razes. You know, with NRG going back to kind of that classic setup that they ran all the way through Champions last year with just the single duelist. You know, a couple of different layers behind that. Okay, that's a big grab.
That is a Season 8, but the 8 a little bit late on the back end of that one, so ultimately damage found not going to be too heavy, but Mata's still going to be able to find one. Is it a shooting gallery?
Enemy remaining.
And NRG are dialed in with their sights.
They're feeling it. And this map, it's been rocky for BBL. That's not the start you wanted. You're feeling like you had an opportunity, close it out on Breeze, have that resilience to bounce back on a map where NRG very, very strong.
Let's fucking go!
And Ethan fired the heck up, as he should be. Really liked the way that he was utilizing that KO on Breeze, and I know he's going to be there with the Fade as well, and saw it right off the rip with that Siege. So BBL, work to be done. Another no-buy on the Eco. Opt for just the classics and ping-pong around the map, grab an orb, but Mata's already pretty far ahead on the A side. They're aware he's got an outlaw, so
NRG gonna win this.
Clear this.
Round.
Oh, but they do. He splits them. Isn't able to get the shots to go.
Just a hair too late. A bit too early on the second. We'll go for the re-peek. Nothing to be seen there. And again, it's a cutaway empty-handed. So far, able to scale up. Mata now dead. Rock just swinging, cleans him up with a classic. And with that kill, him dead at Baby Lord, they might just be considering pivoting to that position. And that looks exactly like what they're going to try to do. Brock here, however, at stairs, looking to be the bane of their existence. Can only find the 2 kills. So that was a good amount of damage. Some of that's going to be decay. Outlaw is going to be scooped up. Ethan's going to be pushed back for that blast pack, but can just scale forward. Finds that elimination. The right clicks from Lover's Rock, not quite being able to take him down. So some damage found, but widely. Now BBL halted in their tracks. Any more damage they could get certainly would be significant. 10 seconds
10
remaining.
seconds left.
Swing in the
One
corner, and
enemy
Ethan
remaining.
should just about have them both dead. It'll be Kiko to find the final, and NRG to start things off
Next वाले
2-0.
कंपेयर मत करो मुझे भाई. Next वाले की टीम में नहीं हुआ है.
A little bit of a bounce back there, and Mata just kind of
मैं jinx नहीं
laughing
कर रहा
off
भाई.
whatever happened to him over at Baby Dork. Not too sure, but the big problem here is you try to make this cross. As BBL, you don't have that extra layer of smokes like NRG does. You don't have that Viper, so you're not going to be able to set up that ability to make those pivots as easily. Therefore, Brock's able to punish it. There were no smokes in Loita's back pocket at that moment. Ethan just running it down. Just trying to go for the late seas nade. No catch onto Krevin, though. He's able to sidestep that, but they are pivoting right to where they want to go, and that's a judge to the face.
Well timed from Scuba. Trying to make this as difficult and as painful as possible for BBL to deny this bonus conversion. Here. With that weaker weaponry, the Outlaw unable to find single shot kills unless it's a headshot. Now a player advantage. And one of the two duelists of BBL left dead on the floor.
Ethan, just a phantom to hold this angle all alone. He just spams, oh my God, he could have done so much more damage there. That could have been so much worse for BBL. He gets a little bit onto Larak and Loita. But he's got the pretty good read right now. Tap of the door, and NRG's committing to this A-side hold with
30
just 2.
seconds left.
Thank God for full armor.
Rock still hungry for this one. Spam from Ethan, unable to connect. Rock trying to get these bandit shots to go, but it's going to be Loita counter swinging, taking him down, and Ethan will just be overwhelmed completely at backside. Snakebite out. Kiko able to find the one. The spike not being committed to quite just yet. Swing in the corner. Kiko able to find Loita. The time. They have to kill him. Scuba, you don't have the push.
I told you, bro. I told you. BBL
ends up diving in, thinking that he can clean him up with the judge. Maybe no eyes on the clock.
Yeah,
that ends up being, in the end, still good damage dealt at a bonus, but absolutely could have been the round win.
It has to be, as you say, just nobody really aware. Yeah, the coaches know it, man. That should have been NRG's round, to be honest. Oh, Kiko, man, just disgusting. The fact that Rose was at 10 HP there means he had no choice. No option but to get out of the way of that snake bite, too.
Rock with a showstopper now. Try to tie this up, and Kiko not stopping. Finds Loita off the rip. Now you're feeling even more inclined to have to commit the showstopper in this one. Can he find value? They're not committing it anymore.
Just going from bad to worse.
I think if you're even considering trying to rip that thing from here, you might as well just rose it into the floor. You're not going to be able to win the round off of the back of it unless they all stack up. In the corner, spot the one, haunt over towards drop. Swing in, and Rose will be able to find that first kill of many that are necessary.
But जीते की भी है. I mean, oh no, energy.
He's at least gonna get the plant in. Oh my God.
Well, that's quite a bit of damage there. Swing in though. NRG just giving him too many targets. Unable to isolate these quite just yet. As the showstopper is gonna be sent out. Will be able to find the one, plants his feet, but then goes out for the paint shells. It is on top of him far too quickly. NRG get the round win. They get the result out. They move up 3-1.
And the economic situation for BBL, confusing. It's going to be a little bit all over the place. They can put together a little bit of a buy if they want, but I mean, with this Viper in the mix, it makes it so difficult as the attackers. So many extra question marks on the map because that toxic screen cuts off so much of A. So much space to clear, and trying to clear those angles is when NRG started striking, started picking BBL apart piece by piece. I mean, they were just leaning A the whole way. It just feels like right now BBL is not able to strategically find the same level that their opponents have. We know they can shoot, there's no doubt about that. But when you're going up against Ethan, the NRG boys, and the coaching from Bonkar, it's so tough because they're so adaptive. I mean, you look at the history of NRG throughout so many series, especially internationally, it's almost always close. They're always keeping you honest at the very least, and if you're gonna beat them, you're gonna have to dig deep. You're gonna have to go to that extra level.
And that's exactly what it came down to in that final map, that series that they played against each other at Santiago. It was two fairly one-sided maps in exchange. I think 13-6, 13-7 versus each other into then, I think a 17-15 overtime on split for NRG to take the win. We've already gotten our overtime map. I think it comes down to having another one, or we'll just follow the script, and this ends up being a blowout map in NRG's favor to close it.
Easy to lean C right now. Mata's holding that aggressive angle with the Outlaw. Only Lover's Rock wouldn't die to it in one tap.
And with his own showstopper as a potential backup.
Got a lot of answers to this problem. And oh yeah, Brock's got an Odin. And you still have that Vice wall to clear. I mean, this is...
I mean, water is wet and bears shit in the woods. Like, he's got an Odin in his hand.
I'm sorry I'm stating the obvious.
Somebody will say water isn't actually wet, and they'll go into that whole thing.
Well, I don't want to get to that discussion. That's... Wet is the state of being.
Yes.
Okay. As long as we're on the same page. Well, that's the one player you want there, but he still goes down anyway.
Gets out scot-free.
Catch them.
Slide around the corner. Larocque needing to win this fight, but Ethan... Oh, he's feeling it now.
Spike down A.
Mata unable to go up over the top, and still is going to be here at drop. Showstopper at the ready. Ready to be ripped. Krevin just the only one with a Vandal. Would have to put up Herculean numbers here, but cannot find it. Mata gets himself a third. NRG get a fourth.
Just so much map control that they're able to take from the beginning to the end. I mean, this is textbook how to play Lotus. Get the solo duelist with the sniper rifle pushed up at rubble. You've got your Sentinel util over on the other side of the map. You can just completely lock out your opponents. You play to trap them into the crossfires over at A. Mata does a great job individually. It's the X's and O's. That is NRG with 4 ults, only 3 for BBL.
Where are you?
I'd
say you got a little bit of an advantage with NRG with that showstopper.
With everything that you have.
Yes.
You have to back into a bind and you just take the weapons away with the Steel Garden.
It's less than ideal here for BBL. But this toxic screen's so annoying because then they can clear in front of it. And they could, in theory, bring a player up through Baby Door again, and BBL has to respect that. Look at the diligence. Prowler to check tree to make sure that nobody scaled through the door. And now you can just pivot back over to C. If they go B, so be it, but you have a showstopper and they don't. With all this Vice util, they can get through. They still have 2 blast packs, but it's uncomfortable.
Steel Garden immediately in response to that Nightfall, and that's them completely contained. Several of the weapons now out of their hands. Brock, oh, he's out into the open.
I know exactly. 30 seconds left.
Maybe he thought he had a little bit more time to try to get in position. He was critically wrong. Potential 3D now. Basically handed over to BBL. Smada gonna be caught trying to backpedal. Krevin takes him out. And how in the hell has this gone so wrong?
I'm left scratching my head. I just kind of assumed this round looked pretty cooked. BBL found their opportunity, found their moment. And Brock, an uncharacteristic mistake from him, basically costs you the round. Hey, that was the Steel Garden invested there too. I'm just like, this is perfect. You use the Steel Garden to counter the Nightfall.
No, it looked brilliant.
It did, until it didn't.
Which was very quickly thereafter. Just so far out, the wall hadn't even been tripped yet.
Right.
Puzzling, to say the very least, but a lifeline handed to BBL that they will happily take every day of the week.
He just made the assumption that they were going to rotate away, I think, and it was very wrong. That's a momentum changer potentially here. I mean, you're still fine as NRG. You're still going to be able to buy into this. You still have an operator for Mata. He still is a showstopper. So you can recover, spare the blushes a bit, but...
There.
Well, let's see. So you're at least able to kind of show a force there for BBL. Looking for some kind of response here from NRG. I mean, the response has generally been that Mata pushes space, and I think that's what they want to look for, what they want to punish. But this time around, Mata changing his position because of that op. He's got the smoke in his face. Okay, forget it. He doesn't have an op. He has the rifle.
And he's got the spray. He's got the timing. He's got Lover's Rock dead on the floor.
Face your fear!
Missed that he swapped there.
Scuba, worried for a second, but seems like he's going to be just all right as Mata, not quite looking down, will hit the floor and has that paint shell. For a second, looked like he was going to be able to get him from beyond the grave. Doesn't really matter too much, though. Mata will fall, but the rest of the team still benefiting, still profiting, still advancing forward. 5-2 is Krevin. I mean, no other real recourse here. Camera set up, tuck away.
30 seconds left.
Trying to wait things out.
Well, this is kind of more what you expect from NRG. They're willing to let you overcommit, and they pounce on you at that A space right by the orb. Okay.
10
NRG able to go back to business. Open the doors after just a little bit of a hiccup. Krevin, there should be absolutely no danger here, so we move on. BBL still struggling to find real answers.
Some of it is just unlucky. You know, the game sense and timing there from Mata to be able to find that blind kill, and it just felt like after that point, they just lost track. They didn't know what to do, what they were capable of, where they could go.
It's tough these days. I mean, teams have gotten really good about knowing those timings and those angles that you can spam through smokes.
Oh, a little bit of an up and over. Kiko backpedaling very quickly, avoids getting caught. The overdrive will be invested by Lover's Rock, but as they pump the brakes, okay. That means that the ult will expire. Obviously, he still does have a panel behind this one, but it's good.
Watching here.
Big kill found by Loita outside of A.
That may be the breathing room you need to make that A hit finally work reliably. It's just gonna take some time to get there, it looks like. I mean, Rose trying to drum up more attention over at C, but NRG's still pretty well figured this out.
They haven't been able to scale at all. You have to know that there's going to be a bit more here, and Brock is just going to be looking to play around these thin walls.
Oh boy, this is scary.
Blinding.
Oh, door hit. Then again, maybe he gets overwhelmed, but no!
Spike down.
Of course not, he's still favored there.
30 seconds left.
Manages to find 3. As Ethan looks to try to keep them contained, backpedals away, sees at the ready.
1v3 है भाई.
Retreats up to
3 bottom
upper on the B site. Sees dodged. Shadow going for the plant, the smoke out.
Planted.
Loita.
Check. 2 bottom.
Find that paranoia, but still close enough to find Ethan. Smoke falling, Kreven.
2 bottom,
Pico. The camera out and Scuba going to be noted. Clears that, the dart having to be removed. Trying to bait them forward. A cheeky attempt, but it's
भाई BBL भाई nice cut भाई.
As
यार
BBL
flush निकाला है bro. तो
right
what?
back on their feet.
Sorry for that. Please.
Trying to get a rise out of their opponents. Trying to get into their heads.
I mean, Loita bails them out. This looked like round over right here. Right into the just shredder. But Kreven finds a big kill there too, but it's really Loita. Huge from him. And even though NRG playing some of the early macro pretty well, the fact that you lose Mata early there actually ends up costing you. Okay, there's another early kill.
Able to find a Mata will be able to make that an equal exchange.
Really
the opposite side of the map. Want over towards Rubble and Mata. I mean, he is in very deep at the moment. Can they clear him? 1 Prowler remaining. Showstopper, maybe even just push the corner. Jump peek seeing nothing. Mata now. Pushes past that smoke. Does get noted. Makes his retreat. Ethan at the same time playing it quietly now. Strikes. Finds 1. Finds 2. Mata.
Nice.
Void to the boot. Now just grabbing a 1v3 and swinging that corner. Mata has him dead in his sights. A 3K for the Rays. And 6-3 now on the board from this defender side.
Fans getting into it. Telling BBL to sit back down. This is what we want to see. The big man delivering big moments for NRG.
Bro. Nice, bro. Nice.
The call, yeah, he's crediting Ethan here because Ethan is saying, you can bail out of this. I'm going to tuck behind Rubble. They're not going to be ready for that. We're just going to do a little push and pull. And we are just going to completely dismantle them. That's exactly what they did. And now, a week by, BBL. I mean, Loita only has a classic, for God's sake. 3 Sheriffs. Lover's Rock again with the hero rifle. Ooh, timing there. Kreven able to sneak past.
Door is broken.
That, he might get Ethan here. Just depends.
Oh, he's got him. He's got him.
Bro. Almost.
Never in doubt.
Yeah, not looking to be responsible for that one. Cursing it, but Paranoia now going to be sent through Brock, quickly scaling up into B, but it's going to be the pivot coming through as Mata tries to get back onto the line. Clears the Prowler, though. Doesn't want to go for the re-peek, and now there's going to be a smoke in his face. Consideration for the paint shell, but it's better suited for use from top of the rope.
Planted.
Holds it for the moment.
Let's
see if there's anybody that he can spot. Clears out the plant spot. Scuba swinging forward. LaRock immediately going to be dispatched as Kiku's able to find Lloyd at the same time. Kreven now having to do a hell of a lot of work once again. Lone player with that rifle in his hands. Finds a first, but nothing more. Rose at drop. Cannot get it done. 7-3. NRG continuing to climb upward towards that grand final.
Yeah, I mean, now you can see that BBL is starting to try new ideas, new things. I think if they have better guns in this round, this might actually work. You know, you get Kreven into B site undetected, using that toxic screen against NRG a bit. But then from there, just not enough in the tank. The site hold's just too good. NRG very good on the retake too. Of course, had tremendous advantages in a couple different ways. Paint shell in hand here. Mata up top, can't get the shot to go. We're gonna keep pressuring him though. Boombot try to slow them down just a bit, but again, it's Kreven.
A great lurk forward. completely catches him off guard. Bottom cannot swing out to safeties fast enough. LaRock with that kill, but Brock still here, still standing. Now they're still going to be invested. They once again get ushered back towards A. Scuba. Sat here silently waiting for his opportunity. Flush against the box. The check coming through. Oh, he just gets too frazzled. Too many targets. Gets cleaned up now. Brock and Kiko try to see if they can make a go of this. Tanks the Nightfall. Allows them to look elsewhere for Kiko. Clear of the Hawn, Lovers Rock. The op in hand, able to find it. It's the Odin, spraying and praying, rewarded for one more, but Rose lurking from just below. Finds the kill, 2 players survive. BBL get up to a fourth, a chance to make this a 7-5 half.
I am so impressed with Krevin today overall. This is another moment where he's able to slip the net when Ethan doesn't expect it. He's got some good reads on how to bypass that toxic screen. Get the op over into Lovers Rock hands. That means you can have 2 players watching Brock up top. Isolate that fight. And even though Brock, very pesky, I'm still able to deal with him eventually.
Ooh, I mean, a reprieve there for Ethan. There's a long wait on that Prowler, eventually having to be cleared out. Oh, Kiko. Casual turn to the side to find that elimination. Lovers Rock dead, Lloyd gone as well. A terrible way to try to start off this final round of the half as Mata goes up and over.
Down A.
Rose eliminated Kiko, trying to survive into the corner. Wills able to stick around with just 15 HP.
No, but anywhere you go now is BBL. Doesn't look easy.
Face your fear!
Completely deafened up. Can't see a damn thing. Hawn gets the ping out, and Ethan gets Krevin dead. LaRock in a 1v5 can only find the first kill. It's 8-4 NRG. A powerful performance on this defender's half. BBL on the back foot. Need this pistol. They want to try to start building up any kind of momentum.
You should be really impressed with the way that NRG handles themselves on Lotus defensively. The way that they're able to use that toxic screen to really take a lot more control on A in a kind of unusual fashion. You're so used to seeing everybody take A by fighting for rubble. They take A by waiting for you to have to go past, and you have no information, you have no idea what's going on.
The fans fired up. They're being rewarded with some very good balance. Send things over to the stage with Ian.
Paris, comment ça va tout le monde? This is the kind of semi-final we wanted at the very beginning. We said at the start of the day that this could be 2 back-to-back series that go all the way, and that is what we are enjoying here at the STC Arena. Of course, BBL versus NRG. Only one of them will get a shot at this trophy and that $2 million prize pool in the grand final tomorrow. So Paris, who's it gonna be? What do we think? Qui va gagner? Will it be BBL? Will it be NRG? Let's try that again. Qui va gagner? BBL? Or will it be NRG? Listen, all of us together now. This is an epic series. Make some noise together. Faites-du bruit! This is iconic. Cannot wait to get right back into the action with our casters.
Right back in. We get ready to go. NRG, a 4-round advantage. Swapping over to the attacker side. BBL need one hell of a defense if they want to get back into this, if they want to stop this from being an All-America's Grand Final.
If anybody can do it at this tournament, I feel like it could be BBL with the brilliance that they've been able to put together on some of these rounds, on some of these maps, but their defender side can be rather good. They shut out EDG one time.
Evan Tuck wanting to play off of that drip, and now we'll try to strike, but Ethan swings in, hearing the shot. Dispatches him immediately. Plan quickly coming through. All 4 players scaling back through A lobby. Thorns at the ready to deny access. Clark Rose going to be cleared out. Shadows traveling. One-way situated towards drop. Paranoia ready to fly. It's the relay bolt. Gets chucked in as well. Laroc with that sheriff in hand, able to find the one. Finds himself a second. Mata going to be taken down as Rose gets involved with Kiko. All of a sudden, takes down 2. Laroc's been spotted. And the pistol once again goes the way of NRG.
They have had such a turnaround in the pistols. They lost the first 3, they've won the next 3. This is chaos, and the fact that Krevin doesn't get anything there is so brutal. Because I think otherwise you probably are going to be able to barely squeak this round out as BBL, but not able to get at least one from that tucked in surprise position. Devastating. BBL. There is going to be a bandit in Laroc's hands. He wants to at least try to be the difference maker, probably feeling it after that first pistol. And he has to be the difference maker. You need that superstar player to step up right here, right now. But it's a good pivot from the side of NRG. They have completely gotten BBL to go to the other side of the map. Now they're making noise, and Rose, though, should hear all of this, and he's just kind of tucking in next to the door. He hasn't called the troops over. I think they're anticipating another pivot or something, but there's been 0 resistance here.
I have the spike.
Oh, they are actually going to pivot.
Almost down.
It took so long.
Still good amount of time. But is this just an elaborate ruse? A pump fake?
It's working.
I think Ethan's just going to go try to bait them, make a fake, just give them false information.
This is so annoying.
Rose to be the one to try to check. Thinking it upon himself, but starting to get a decent assessment. That tap of the door, I think they're just not in the range to actually hear that one. They're just going to send a smoke over to A and hope for the best. Swing forward, Mata able to find 2 before getting traded out.
Nice shot, Mata.
Decent shot from Laroc, but they need so much more. And Kiko
nice shot,
posted up on
Kiko.
top of the box. Able to find another 2 kills.
Bro.
All 3 to round it out. He and Mata
Bye.
denying any hope of a thrifty.
Maybe looked and felt a little to try to get back into this map. BBL, again, slightly better on their defender side in recent history on this map, but other than that time they 12-0'd EDG on their defender side, it's been relatively close. It's a lot of like 7-5s that are in there, and especially after losing that pistol, feels like that may just not be enough. Pretty ferocious buy for NRG. Spectre for Ethan, but rifles otherwise. Brock and the Guardian.
Lloyd's up, top of Rebel, clears it, tries to reposition. Rose able to peel back 1 kill, but Lloyd just doesn't go deep enough on the teleport to break the sight lines. Clear of the Thorns, the slide forward. Lover's Rock trying to fight back, but he's just out on an island now, all alone. Sets up that fast lane, swings that corner. Back, but he's just out on an island now, all alone. Sets up that fast lane, swings that corner, and Mata is ready and waiting. Open arms to greet him.
Spike planted.
Nothing he can do. just has to go. What a beautiful paranoia from Kiko there, by the way. That completely shut down that re-hit from BBL. It caught 2 players. It made it so Lover's Rock couldn't scale off of his relay bolt. It isolated them and allowed NRG to reset, take that fight cleanly. Beautiful. Beautiful work from NRG. And just an uncomfortable rubble fight at the start of this round for BBL. That high-low setup, they had a moment where they could have, I think, seen a player through the toxic screen, but didn't. And then they got caught by the haunt. The escape plan, like you mentioned, just not really quite there. That's, you'd think, the coffin being closed.
Yeah, it feels like curtains on this one. NRG just winning out in every single regard, at every twist and turn. 11-4. Just absolute brutality. So a timeout call to be made by BBL.
It's tough. I mean, the toxic screen here, really annoying to deal with, because when NRG wants to re-clear over towards A, makes it a lot harder for you as the defenders to have a good setup for it, because they can tuck in behind it, and then all of a sudden there's 5 players there, and what do? You know, you got to hit the craziest transfer of your life, and that's not a high percentage play. So maybe just got to get a little bit more proactive on other parts of the map potentially. But that's tough too, because NRG is constantly kind of ping-ponging around. It makes it really tricky if you want to be, you know, with these double duelist setups, you always talk about how you want to get aggressive on the extremities. You want to try to take some map control, but NRG is so methodical. It makes it so tricky. Mata again thriving. 17 kills.
1 away from a showstopper is LaRock, but Mata is there to match. Sees Nate out. Mata! Okay, it's the K damage. Waits it out. Showstopper has been pulled. Spot on the 1. Rose dead. The struggle continues for BBL off the rip. And NRG, they're happy with the 1 and done. They're making their exit from this A side of the map.
And the timing you get to do this, huge. Should have quite a bit. I mean, there is the camera and a trip over here. Give you some awareness as BBL. I wouldn't be surprised if NRG just clears this cam and accelerates. There you go.
Boombot having to be cleared. Krevin's position known. Mata jumping up over the top, swinging down the paranoid there. Krevin able to spot him out, so we'll be able to find the 1, but Ethan trades it back. Still a player advantage in the hands of NRG. Lover's Rock with that judge is going to have to go huge. Poke and prod not being rewarded with much. And now from this position, yep, say the judge not going to be finding nearly as much value for you, so the weapon swap going to be necessary. LaRock similarly trying to trade it out, but Lover's Rock has now fallen. Can they find anything at all? The swing out, and Ethan says no. Denies them away. Swing in, painting an outline around Brock. Loida cannot connect. And NRG, 4 players still alive in that round. They advance up to match point.
Oh, Ethan. Beautiful work on the backside there. Holding the line. Not giving any hope over to BBL.
Come on, boys, let's go. Good job.
And it looks very good. It looks undeniable that it will be America's in that grand final.
And unfortunately for Lover's Rock, he's following in the footsteps of Mata earlier in this series. Pi has been achieved. 3-14, just has not been able to get off the starting point with this Neon here on Lotus.
After being so good on Breeze, just asked to do so much with this BBL composition, and NRG able to thwart him so many times with some of their util and play. Has aggressively scaled forward this round, though. Mata going to try to keep him in check. Ethan trying to drum up some attention. Let's see if there's anybody who tries to position a counter spam. Nope, they're going to wait that out and then rescale themselves. So you can see getting aggressive on the map are BBL. They know they have to.
I'm out of here.
Ro's going to pivot over. No, he's going to stay on B site. It's going to be Larak and his showstopper to try to deny this A hit, and the rest of the team hauling to get over there.
Moita needing to buy a decent amount of time here for himself as a showstopper from Larak going to be lobbed in. Mata leaps right up over the top of it. Not much damage going to be suffered there at all. He will eventually be flushed out as Loya scales back in, finds that kill on Larak, takes down Kiko. Tap at the plant. Scuba and Ethan swarming forward. Previn fires off a shot. Lets him know his position, but the spike can still be ushered over, but they have to get this planted!
Seconds left.
Just enough time. Get over towards default. Brock stunned, trying to escape, but the spam is gonna be there. Defuse not necessary. BBL will long last. Close out another round win for themselves. The first one in this half.
Well, they're finally able to find that answer that I've been talking about. Just love it. Hit the super jump there, Mata. But it's the way that they're being proactive now with taking a lot of space. You know, we saw it at Mound. They thought about it at B, didn't commit on it. But they know now that they have to. Still some fire. Said it before. The embers of this BBL team do not go out easily. It can reignite in a split second, and Bonkar knows it. That's why he goes for this timeout immediately. Wants to talk about some of the ideas they could implement. Have a lot of rounds to work with, a lot of cushion here. So we'll probably talk about some bigger picture strategic ideas. Felt like they got maybe just a little over creative there in that round, but that being said, it's just really quick reactions from BBL.
7 more, it's what it's going to have to take for BBL. Let's see though what the call looks like for NRG as they look to bring this series to an end and punch their ticket into that grand finals tomorrow. Have the Nightfall, have the From the Shadows. The same could just about be said for BBL though. 1 charge each away from those ults.
Oh, Ethan.
Quick take of space here, but Ethan just gonna silently backpedal away.
Got a timely smoke there. Nailed him out. Right at the front of the C-site mound. Otherwise, if Lover's Rock kept scaling, he was probably dead. But that still gives you this ability to sort of draw a line from the A site over to mound as BBL hold the line. Pivoting. NRG, now it comes down to timing. When you're going to be able to catch NRG ping-ponging around the map. Lover's Rock trying to get back over quickly, but might get there just in time.
Nightfall out. Trail potentially to betray Krevin if they can track it, but he's just going to go scaling forward. Mana on that entry already gets past him, but Lover's Rock arrives.
Nice
able to find that kill is now TP. Over.
A site.
Nico just posturing forward, watching for that approach. Spike brought in, 1 away from a steel garden is where Brock will be. Swing out, Kiko quickly repositioning, takes the teleport over to the side. Macro's situated, and Brock, if he can find anything at all, that ult is going to be sent immediately. 4v4, Kiko reslotting, waiting, looking for Larak, but Larak a little bit faster on the draw. The tap of the defuse now coming in.
Poison's off.
Scuba now striking, drawing their attention onto the flanks as Ethan goes down a drop. Has the leg up. Can we collect the one so far, but Lover's Rock down low. Loita able to find an elimination. But they haven't even started defusing this. It's not held to half. They have to start going for it.
Nice one, Lover's Rock. Come on,
when they need it in the most. Comes away with 3. Gets the defuse. And gets another round under BBL's belt.
The fact that they're able to recover is insanely impressive here for BBL. This is a great round, a great call. Scuba scaling forward, anticipating these aggressive rotations off of that sort of fake C hit. They're able to TP over, but the spike isn't with the TP. That's the only thing I don't like about this from NRG. If you have the spike in Kiko's hands, that is their round, because the time would have ran out.
Fully agree. And that's those two aforementioned ultimates now gone, but Lictus just gone as well. A walkabout through that smoke, and Scuba ready and waiting. There's no counter swing available. No punish to be found.
I'm just hello.
Now a consideration of pressuring back out towards Rubble, but it does seem like NRG want to try to take this back over to C.
Should be able to check this corner with the Prowler.
Smoke there, do they send it? Boombot try to go through, that doesn't clear him out, but
I am
Mono will.
to
Not relying on technology.
Face your fear.
Just does it himself. A little bit of elbow grease, pushes that corner. Krevin dead. Backs now up against the wall, the overdrive through, and Lover's Rock, he can find a smattering of damage, but he cannot find a damn kill!
Comeback नहीं है, comeback नहीं है, NRG semi-finals का winner से.
Rose held in place. Paint shell to the corner, Ethan forced away from the plant, but still plenty of time to play around with his Rose, with half days, and he can only find one!
NRG winners of winner, bhai.
Push it to 3, and they take down BBL!
It was an absolute marathon here, an overtime map sandwiched between two really strong performances from each team respectively. Then NRG, the defending world champions, have a chance to add more hardware to their trophy case. What a match, what a series. The villains of Paris. Only one could come through, but it's going to be an All-America's Grand Final for EWC 26.
NRG versus 100 Thieves. Familiar territory for both of those teams. For 100 Thieves, have to imagine very different circumstances. Best of 5 experience, not something that they have in droves, whereas NRG, I mean, they just about have some of the most that you could get. And a key victory here for this squad who are looking to lift another trophy here in Paris. 3 map wins away from making that yet again a reality.
Wouldn't that be something? Imagine that this is just your lucky city. You know, you're just where you go and you find the most success, and this one would mean a lot for these boys. You know, Kiko coming into this team has been stellar for them. He was just as good today.
Well, for BBL, still tenacious, but still some things to work on. For now, let's send things over to Lou and Ian and hear from Kiko.
Here with Kiko, indeed, after making it to Grand Finals, mesdames et messieurs, du bruit